I did it too.
Son of a bitch.
Wanted to feel special.
You know, if you need it. If you
Okay,
need that W.
I do need it today.
You need that
I
W.
need it. This week, I need a couple W's.
Hey, you're good enough.
I'm good enough.
You're smart enough.
I'm smart enough.
And doggone it, people like you.
Got it. I like me. That's all that matters.
Welcome to the Golden Meeples, champions of Tabletop. Let the games begin! These are the Golden Meeples. Raise them high, let them shine. From tabletop heroes to legends of the game. Champions of Tabletop. This is your night to go. Welcome to the Golden Meeples. Steal the show.
Good gaming champions. It is that time of year.
What time of year is it?
It's time for the 3rd annual Golden Meeple Awards.
I heard they're kind of a big deal.
They are sort of a big deal. If you remember, Deon, last year, people were lining up to receive their awards for the Golden Meeples.
They were lining up?
Well, I mean, because we had to wait in line to talk to them.
Oh, gotcha.
But somebody
We
was lining up.
tracked them down
We tracked
at
them.
Gamma and was like, you got an award, say something.
Say something and like it. Be
And
excited.
like it.
You don't even know who we are.
And they loved it.
They loved every second of
Absolutely.
it. Some people held the award. 2 people cried.
No, 2 people did?
I think it's because it was really sharp and they
Poked themselves with it?
Poked
Yeah.
themselves, yeah.
I know there was like All Play had it like on their shelf of like, look how big a deal we are.
It was
I don't. After that, it probably went to the trash. But it was really cool
Does not matter.
on the shelf.
I'd like to think somewhere out there Joe still has it.
He does. He
in
probably
his
puts it on
office.
his desk. Stares at it every day.
I'm just gonna say this. I've seen a lot
It's okay,
of
Joe.
awards. I've seen a lot of awards. We have an awesome award.
We do have a pretty cool.
It looks
award.
awesome.
I think it's amazing.
And it means even more.
And
which
it's
is
the
all
Golden Meeple.
It's the friggin' Golden Meeples.
Oh, it's amazing.
God, like I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking about it. So Deon, this is what we're doing this
Okay,
year.
oh, sorry, what are we doing?
We're gonna do something a
We'll
little
do
bit different.
something cool.
Because we want to make sure that you, the community, get a chance to vote on this. So today's episode is all about the nominations of
Yes.
the Golden Meeples. So today we're going to go through, we're going to make all the announcements. So you're going to get a chance to see who is up for each award this year. Remember, we have 10 awards. And you're going to get a chance to also follow the link that'll be provided and make sure that you go and vote for the Golden Meeples to make sure your voice is heard this year.
Absolutely. Because we will be reading what the community voted for during the Golden Meeple event. So here in a couple of weeks, Gamma's going to pop off. We're going to have to go and give these awards out. And so this is what we have for nominees. So we've got a pretty good, I think there's like 10
categories.
10 categories like we do every year. So
Yeah. And one of the reasons I thought, Deon, I wanted to do this is because last year when we did this, we had actually recorded with all the winners. So then we notified everybody they were nominated. So then they kind of knew right away that when they didn't see themselves, they knew they didn't win. And so this year, it's like, you know what? Let's give them a moment to bask in the glory of just being nominated.
being nominated. Oh.
Have you ever been nominated?
I've never been nominated before in my life.
Submit me as not having been nominated. That's how big it is.
That's huge, man. I don't make, that's awesome.
So, all right, with that said, Deon, let's just get to it.
Let's
so we're
jump
going to
into
go
it.
through each category, list the games, and then we're not going to go too in-depth for it tonight, but we might share a couple thoughts of kind of how our process was to weed these down from all the games, all 73,000 board games that came out last year.
It feels like it.
So
There was a
many.
lot.
So many.
I think it's actually around that 5,000 mark, I believe. Something in there was crazy.
Absolutely
it was nuts.
bonkers.
It was nuts.
So, and the truth is this. Let's be frank about this. Like, we're friends, right? It's just Nurgle Matt watching. So, we're friends.
Friends, Nurgle.
The truth is, you can't play every board game
No.
that exists. You have to kind of weed it down into the things that you like, that catch your attention, that you see. So, in fairness to every board game that was released in 2025, we didn't play every single one.
No.
So, we may have missed one. But at the end of the day,
We did play a lot, though. Oh my gosh, we played a lot of games last year. And a lot of them were like, really?
it was a game.
It was a game?
I played a game.
It's a game. I mean, it's not on this list, obviously. But
That's why I'm glad I can come here so I didn't have to buy those.
So the
games.
2 reasons why you're not on the list. One, we didn't play it, or one, we thought it was ass. So those are the 2 options of what it is. So
Yeah, well,
that's kind of where we're at,
that's
right?
the thing.
Okay.
Or maybe you were number 6. You know, every
Oh, that
category
is
has
true.
5
That is
nominees.
true.
Maybe you were number 6.
We did, yeah. Maybe you
So
were number
every
6.
game not nominated, you were number 6.
You were probably number 6. I'm sorry.
You were so close.
Or we didn't play your game, and you should have got it played. I don't know.
Yeah,
We just
should have
it's
contacted
so hard
us to play the game.
You should have sent it to us.
Yeah, that's on you.
We would have played it.
That's on you, not us.
On you.
So, you know, work on that for next
But
year.
the first category, because we need to move along before we sit here all
Oh,
night.
this will be a short video. Here we are 40 minutes later.
Best solo game of the year. Best solo game of the year.
Best solo.
Which this is the worst for me. This is the worst category for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't really play solo games, so it's hard for me to say best solo game of the year. But I know you're a big solo player.
I'm a big solo
So
game.
you were able to get some of these to the table, and we nominated 5 of these.
Correct.
The one we didn't nominate, you were the 6th. I'm sorry we didn't get your game in
You were
there.
so close. If you would have just deluxeified your game, you would have been. You'd have been there, but you didn't do that, you know, for cost. But that's okay.
So the nominees are
number 1 is going to be Unstoppable by Renegade Games.
That was good.
Number 2, The Elder Scrolls: Betrayal on the Second Era.
That's a
by
lot of
Chip
setup
Theory
to play by
Games.
yourself.
So, well, you leave it on the table.
You leave it set up under a
One-
nice box king table like you
One
see in
that
front
is
of you.
not a lot of setup. Number 3, Final Girl Season 3 by Van Ryder Games.
And that's all of them in one big group, season 3, right? Oh,
Correct. Yep.
that's whew.
Number 4, Iridia, The Paths We Dare Tread by Far Off Games.
I want to play that still. I haven't got a chance to play that.
It's beefy, boy.
I want to play it more of not cooperative though, but it can play cooperative. It's very successful cooperative.
It's better
I'm
cooperative.
sorry, it's very successful solo.
We're gonna get to that in just a second.
Okay.
Number 5,
Number 5.
Wrath and Giants by Renegade Games. So
Renegade's got 2 on here.
They do have
Look at
2.
you. I guess you know how to play solo games.
So that
Renegade's good at playing by themselves.
So that is the 5 nominees for Solo Game of the Year. So Deon, as you said, yeah, some of these, I think that's kind of the MO of a lot of solo games just in general is you have to set them up once and then pray that you never need to put it back away.
Well, some of these, like Elder Scrolls, I wouldn't want to put that back away every time and pull
Well,
it
we
out
did
every
an
time.
Shay and I did an unboxing of that game when I got it
I remember.
at the beginning of
I remember.
25.
And I sold a
was
few copies here.
45-pound box, and it's a gorgeous game, incredibly beefy. Now, they deluxeified, number 6, they deluxeified, which made a big difference. One that caught my eye that I would love to get more time with is Unstoppable.
Okay. That was on a lot of people's list this year for a really good solo game. I think I voted to have it on this list because of everything I was reading of how, and I did play it. I did play Unstoppable. It was at a convention, and I can't remember the gentleman's name that sat down and taught it with me, but it was the guy who works for Renegade, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was fun, especially him walking me through how to do it. And it had this cool card mechanism where you're sliding cards into something else, which then you're now activating different things. I know you can see me sliding. Anyway, I kind of liked that card play.
Right.
And then I can use it immediately. It comes to my hand and I get to use it immediately during that turn. So it's not like I'm slowly deck building. So I did enjoy that. I think it had some elements that would be even fun at a cooperative level or a multiplayer level. But it seemed like it had a lot to it.
The how you got your wife was all your solid card play.
Definitely not.
Okay.
No, my card play is
Weird.
bad.
It was a weird thing to say.
No, it was horrible.
Yeah, and you know Shay's gonna be pumped by the fact Final Girl
Final
season
Girl.
3.
You don't need to talk about that. Van Ryder's amazing.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, Iridia I think was the one that was a real standout for me this year in terms of a game, first game by the Faraway Games team. It's a very, very, very small team. They had a lot of family health issues as they were going through the development of this. It actually was a Kickstarter game. Took a little bit longer than expected because of some of the family problems that happened, and they were very transparent, very, very open with everybody. And this is the kind of game that I think when it came out, just for the style of game it was, it is on here for solo because that's how I played it. I know it's how a lot of people play it, but I definitely think, to be frank with you, this is a better multiplayer game because a lot of the communication is going through the cards and talking through, and there's little keywords on every card that kind of trigger different interactions, so you should dig deeper. So if I was reading you what the scenario was, if you dig deeper into certain parts of what I've read you, I can go further into the story. Whereas if you're kind of doing it yourself, you kind of see the card and you can kind of see what it wants you to highlight. So So I think, it is still a really good game. It's just, I think it is even better with multiplayer.
Well, and it didn't really hit the retail market, so I didn't get my hands on that one. But I do know when I read about this one earlier in the year, I hit you up and I was like, "Did you get this game?" And I texted, I was like, "Hey, I want to play this. Do you have this?" And you were like, "Yeah, I kickstarted it." And I was like, "Man, we got to get it to the table." We just didn't get it. I didn't get a chance to get it to the table with you, so it didn't really. You won't find it in any of our other categories. But I mean, spoiler alert. But everybody that's I've been talking to that plays it solo has said it's a really good solo game.
Yep. So those are our 5 for top solo games.
Yeah.
Okay, now on to our next category, which is going to be best 2-player games.
I don't like that, but I mean,
It's friendship.
Oh,
It's friendship.
is that what that is?
/ duel.
I would call it unwanted touching, but whatever you want to call it, we're good with it. However you want to play it.
All right, here are the 5 nominees for best 2-player games. Enthroned by Smirk and Dagger. Star Wars Battle of Hoth by Days of Wonder. Toy Battle by Repost Games. Tag Team by Scorpion Mosk. And Gwent by No Loads Games.
Okay, made the list. That was good.
You kind of fought for that one.
Gwent, yeah, it's a 1 to 5 player game is what it says. But let's be honest, it's a 2-player.
2-player game.
Stop it. The deck building is so much fun because they give you bases and then they give you like the basic decks that you want to play with, but you can go through and rebuild them and go against and back and forth. I mean, I don't know how many times we've played that here in the shop to where we're like, oh, let me run my, this deck against this other deck, and we just kind of played it out. It's very simplistic. Like it's the Gwent. I mean, you've played it, so it's very much like the card game that you've played in the thing. I just really enjoyed it as a 2-player head-to-head back and forth, and the time you spent. Literally, we would have 4 people at the table, and 2 of us would be building decks while the other 2 were playing. And then after we built our deck, we would play, and then we'd swap and see who had the better building aspect. So it was like deck building 101 for Gwent was a lot of fun. So.
It's shocking to me to hear you say that because what you don't know is behind the scenes, we saw this game at Gamma. We saw it at Gamma.
Yeah, Gamma.
Tia Hachette Games and Nikki also.
Oh, yeah, Nikki.
They let us get kind of a little behind the scenes of it at Gamma, and I was super excited about it. And Deon's like, and we played it. We played a little one-on-one, and he was just like,
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, it's so good. And so to hear you so excited about it, that's
well, I would just say the aspect of the deck building is what made me more excited about it. I won't say it was my favorite 2-player of the year, but I do enjoy it. I think it was a lot of fun, and it should be on the list. It's
don't
nominated.
give any votes away.
Well, I'm just saying it's not mine. Anyway, yeah, you're right.
So
Sorry, you didn't win. Good.
Tag team. That was another game. Tag team was another one that we got some behind the scenes at Origins.
Oh, you were a big kicker for this one.
Yeah, I'm a
and
big
Origins
fan of this
is
game.
when God, who was it that showed us that game? He pulled it out from behind the counter and everything and showed us this. Jason.
was it?
Was it Jason? Anyway, he showed us the game. It's amazing. He stopped by the shop here a few times. We've really enjoyed the tag team, right?
Exactly. I think one that was kind of an interesting standout this year was one that we got as a free copy at an Asmodee event, just kind of like a throw-in to their bag of goodies at the media event, and that's Toy Battle.
I really enjoyed Toy Battle as well. It has like 6 or 7 different maps in it. Like you flip them from front to back, and every map plays a little different. And it was fun because it was the draft build. You have to not really draft, but you're randomly putting these toys, and then you're putting the toys out to try to get to the other side. And it's a very simplistic game, but it was a lot of fun with a lot of strategy. I really enjoyed Toy Battle.
My son really liked this one a lot. And again, simple with enough complexity to make it fun for me. Simple enough for him to feel like, okay, my brain doesn't hurt for doing this. Because if it's beyond Roblox, he doesn't like it. So next one, another one that we played at Origins for the first time at the media event for Asmodee. This one got a lot of hype. It was hard to get at Gen Con when it launched. And that's Star Wars Battle of Hoth. We had a chance to play the Dice Tower guys and beat them. And it was that one was a really great refresher to the Memoir 44 series.
Well, I mean, you rescanned. It's really good, though. I've played it a lot here over and over, and it really brings back those Memoir. When they start adding expansions and stuff to it, it's going to be next level amazing.
Yeah.
But I think I really enjoy it. I like the little miniatures. I like what they gave you as promos. I thought it was a really good game. And like I said, it's memoir. It's not anything groundbreaking in design. It's just kind of a reskin of a game they already have. But I easily got my time.
It doesn't always
worth.
have to be groundbreaking,
Yeah.
though. It's like, at the end of the day, why are we doing this hobby? We're doing it to
Yeah.
have fun,
Yeah.
and
And
it
that
was
one
a
I
lot
had
of fun.
with it. I really enjoyed that one.
And here's one that
And I hate dice rolling, and I
know
really
you
enjoyed
do,
that
yeah.
one.
Now here's one that I haven't really seen on anybody's list. So
No.
this one I feel kind of unique to have on ours. But I can say that this game came out of nowhere for me.
Got a ton of play in our building.
And it is easily just a phenomenal game, and that's Enthroned by Smirk and Dagger.
They did such a good job with this game. Other than the cover looks like something from the 1980s, I really, really enjoyed this one. The buses are nice. If you watch our video on it, we did a video on it.
Yep.
Because we enjoyed it that much.
I
taught it.
Crushed Shay.
I did get to teach Shay and Matt here the game. Enthroned was a good game. I really enjoyed it. It's simplistic. It's a hidden roll, kind of chess-like. I get to move whatever piece I want. Strategy. It's really fun, and I like the little cards they give you to try to figure it out, and you're guessing majority of the time, but it's still a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Enthroned. I thought Smirk and Dagger knocked this one out of the park, and I don't think it got as much love as they deserved.
No, I think this one was criminally underloved, and I would give them this. As you know, I love deluxeification. Simply put, the quality of components per cost, I don't think there's a better game out there that came out in terms of just
It's like
quality.
$40, I think is what it was.
I think it was
$35. $35. It was.
And the miniatures that were like, you could knock somebody out with them. They borderline weapons. But they were phenomenal. Like, and they didn't have to be like, that's the thing. Like, these things could have been cheap little resin pieces. And Kurt and the guys at Smirk and Dagger, I mean, kudos to them. I mean, they put
they
like
know what they're doing.
high quality pieces in there. So if you haven't played Enthroned, definitely check it out. But Deon, that is our top 2-player games of 2025.
There's no dual games in there.
There are no dual games. We'll get to that in another video. When the base is just not enough and you need to keep that cash flowing, what is it time for, Deon? Expansion. You betcha, buddy. And so this is going to be our top expansions of 2025. So Deon, here are our 5 nominees. Number 1 is going to be Earthbound Rangers Spire in Bloom by Earthbound Games. Heat, Tunnel Vision by Days of Wonder. Coffee Rush, Pieces of Cake by Korea Board Games.
Just piece of cake.
Oh, is it?
Just piece of
Just
cake.
piece cake?
Just
Okay.
piece of cake.
Piece cake.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, that's what I said. Piece of cake.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. Number 4, Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth Allies by Repost Games. And the last one is going to be Wormspan, Dragon Academy by Stonemaier Games. Those are the 5 for Best Expansion. So, Deon, first thoughts?
Heat, always. I mean, they're coming out with another one this year. I'm really excited about it. So, Heat's always a winner win.
Yeah.
One that's surprising on the list is Coffee Rush, Piece of Cake.
Pieces of cake?
Pieces
What
of
did
cake.
I say?
You said pieces of cake. It's just a piece of cake.
It's just a piece of cake.
But I really enjoyed it, and it's probably the reason why that hits the list. It's like our number 2 selling game of all time here in the store. Is Coffee Rush. And it's a hidden gem for those that want a little bit of strategy, but also want to be able to sit down and play with their significant other that maybe isn't into board games as much, and they get to play a little cafe. So it was really good.
And they
Wormspan, dude,
hold on. So,
sorry, am I bouncing too much?
Coffee Rush, what I'll say this is, Coffee Rush to me is, again, it's a hidden gem that I think people have seen it, but I don't think many people have played it, and I've got to give them a lot of credit. Again, quality components. At first, I remember we did a playthrough of this that you can check out of Coffee Rush.
We did.
The expansion. But I remember kind of initially like, oh man, what do you got me playing? And by the end of it, I was like, man, my wife would love this game. I bought it. I haven't purchased the expansion, but I know it's been a big thing here at the store.
Yeah, I mean, it adds some, my wife called broken elements into the game, which kind of makes it fun, but there's this cool drafting element in the beginning. Well, not really a drafting, but you're picking, they give you like 3 more expansions in your cafe, and you're picking which 5 you want to add from the previous and the new game. And so they give you all new boards. So they don't slack on pieces for the price. I mean, the price of the original, I think, was like $40, $45, and then this is like another 25, 30. And you've got, it expands nicely to the game. I think Korea Board Games is totally overlooked in the industry. I think they do a really good job of making that. I enjoy it because you put some thought in your movement. And so I'm a heavy board gamer. I'm a Euro gamer. So I enjoy it at that level. And my wife, who is not, she calls it doing taxes when I force her to play a Euro. And she's not a fan of those games. And she really enjoys Coffee Rush. So the expansion obviously made the list because it's our top selling, our number 2 selling game of all time at Voss Media. And it is really good game that's overlooked. But there is a duel in this one, though.
Well, eventually I had to make it. And technically it's not a duel. It's just a duel. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, Middle of Earth. I mean, Lord of the Rings Duel was a big hit. Was it last year, maybe 2024?
I think it won like a Golden Meeple Award. Was it last year?
I think
it won?
Did. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was like the 2-player game of the year for Golden Meeple. This is probably something we should know. I mean, it is our channel.
Yeah.
We should have a guy behind the camera. Hey, will you look that up? Like we need to be like Pat McAfee level.
Well, we need Brandon back.
Is that what we do need Brandon?
We need Brandon back. Earthbound Rangers, I feel like, is one of those games that if you know, you know, and if you don't, you have no clue what we're talking about. It's a great deck builder card game that is really designed to tell a deep and pretty intense story. And this brought in a whole new element, new Rangers and everything to the game. So I was really impressed with this one. I've got the whole set. Unfortunately, it's a little harder to get. I believe you can only get it through Team Covenant in the United States. I think that might be the case. I don't know if you can get it through any other distribution cycle, but it's one of those that if you do get a chance to play it, it is worth the investment of time to get to know it and enjoy it if you like card games and deck builders.
And I'll tell you, I think Stonemeyer just put cute dragons together, and it's a home run. Like Wormspan Dragon Academy, that was probably our top-selling expansion last year. And it was big for everybody who got it because it brought them back to the table with Wormspan, which is the goal of any expansion is, hey, let's go back and play.
Right.
So it just added more cards and some pretty cool different things that you can do in the game. But it was really good. I liked Wormspan. I'm a big fan of Wormspan. I'm not a huge fan of Wormspan. I don't really care for Wingspan. Fenspan is probably my favorite because I get to play it with my kids. But Wormspan is really good. I think it was a really good addition to the expansions.
There's our top 20 or top 5.
Top 20.
Top 20.
25.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Anything for views.
No.
Top new expansions for 2025.
Top of the tops.
Now we're going to move on to the best Ameristyle game of the year. And so for those of you who don't maybe know what Ameristyle is, Deon, why don't you explain it?
It's not a Euro.
Right.
Like, it's the backup of Euro style gaming because it's not worker placement usually. It's not, there is, like I said, some randomization in it, some cooperative usually in some of it. And these games are actually, I think, all cooperative that we have on the list. I think but one.
It can be. Yeah, so let's get to it. So our number 1 nominee for the best Ameristyle game of the year is going to be Vantage by Stonemeyer Games. Number 2 is going to be Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship by Z-Man Games. Number 3 is going to be Take Time by Libel. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say it. I got to that. I was like, I know I'm going to just utterly... It's a great game.
Great game.
Unmatched, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Restoration Games. And the last one is going to be Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game by Office Dog. How many Lord of the Ring games can you fit on a Golden Meeple list?
I think we got a lot of them on here.
Many.
Well, we also played a lot of them this year, too.
So many Lord of the Rings games. 2 in one category.
And it seems like I think every single one of these, this should be the cooperative category. Because I think every single one of them are cooperative. They're Ameristyle here.
Yeah. Well,
it's
Take Time doesn't always feel cooperative when everybody's really mad at you for...
Well, that's yes. But it is still cooperative. And I really... Vantage... gosh, that's like Game of the Year material with Vantage. Just such a great job, Stonemeyer, this year.
Yeah, the card art was beautiful.
beautiful.
The system was very easy, pretty seamless, easy to get out of the box. A great solo game too. That's actually predominantly how I played it, was solo.
Yeah, it is.
So-
The problem with the solo is you're reading the book and you want somebody else to read the book.
Exactly.
We've been
I
really
kind
had
of felt like I didn't know where my turn ended to where it would go to the next player
Yeah.
normally. So for me, it was like it just kind of felt like it just flowed all the way through, which I actually didn't like because I was like, I start over and I do my next turn. So, but Lord of the Rings: Fate of the Fellowship, we had a chance. Again, this is another thing we played at Origins in the
had a lot of fun with that
event.
one.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. We took a lot of video of that, and it was really cool to see the tower, of course, for the first time, and just like I was blown away by what came in the box.
And I think it was that presentation that really blew me away as well. Like we got to play a couple rounds of it, and it was really good, and it felt like we were actually cooperative. I think the game was kicking our butt, but it was Z-Man Games did a really good job with their pandemic style. They called it. Didn't feel like pandemic at all. I'm not a huge pandemic fan, and it didn't feel like pandemic.
Yeah.
It felt really good, and that's probably the closest to a cooperative Euro game you can get.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Take Time.
Which
Take
was
Time
also
another one.
at Origins.
But it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And everybody I teach it to just loves the game. It is this simple, there's a clock and it goes from 1 or the lowest number to the 12, obviously. You know, you're kind of going to 11, I guess, hours of the clock. And you're trying to put cards down. You can flip some face up. But as a team, you discuss before, you're like, okay, whoever gets the lowest number, put it here. And we had to have 6 to 13 down here. And okay, so everybody agree? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then you hand out the cards and nobody got anything you talked about. And then you're just like, uh-oh. And you can't talk anymore. So you're like, this is going to suck. I'm going to mess this up. And you put it down there and you're just like, guys, don't screw me. And then everybody puts their cards out. You flip some and go, okay, good, that's a good one. You know, and we keep going. And they have, man, there's like, I don't even know. I hate to say a number because there's a ton of puzzles in there.
There's a lot of scenarios, yeah.
A lot of scenarios to go through, scenarios or whatever. A lot of
kinda mix it up.
variations of the game. And you use the same kind of deck. And when you bought it with a promo, it came with like card sleeves. And it was really good. I really had a blast with Take Time.
Yeah. Unmatched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Again, this is kind of a new thing that Restoration Games has done with Unmatched. Obviously, Unmatched is typically a competitive game. They kind of shifted. I forget the one that was kickstarted maybe 2 years ago now. It was like
the other cooperative one.
Yeah, I forget what that one was
Yeah, I've got
called.
it in the other room. It's the one where you're facing either Mothman or the aliens.
Yeah, and that was kind of like their proof of concept. And then, you know, now they brought out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I've actually seen this on several other lists as well.
Yeah,
And you loved,
really good.
You really loved this game, or at least you were really
I
surprised
won't
by how
say
good it was.
I was surprised at how well it was. I won't say I loved it, but now keep in mind this was my first introduction to the co-op because I played this one before I played the first one. So I was like, how is this going to play? And I was really skeptical going in. So it won me over with the flipping of the like who gets to go based on what they call initiative, and you just shuffle it all together. Then you're like, oh, you get to go. Oh, Shredder attacks and he does this, and oh, it screws us up because we weren't prepared for this. And then you flip it over. And we've gotten so close so many times to the end where we've either won or lost. And I really like the fact that you can just take the turtles out and be like, now we're going to fight turtles against turtles, or we're going to, you know, grab Shredder, and Shredder now is teaming up with whoever to fight this guy. And there's the mix and matching of it. You know, the fact that I can grab Sherlock Holmes and throw him in this game is just, I think, surprisingly fun for me. Like, and I didn't think I would have that much fun with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it would work very well. I thought it'd be very unbalanced. And it's, believe it or not, they're pretty balanced games.
Yeah.
And it's really surprised me. So I'm a huge Turtle fan. I grew up in the 80s, 90s.
Well, Magic's gonna need your help here soon.
So I'm a huge, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. So I think that Magic, I don't play that. But anyway, I think it hit a little bit of a bone for me of like, I'm going to play this, and I'm gonna, you know, hopefully I'll like it. Hopefully they don't screw it up. And to me, they didn't.
Best turtle.
Leonardo.
Absolutely. Right
Hands
answer.
down.
Last one, Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring. We actually had a chance to play this with Shay at.
Shay
it
taught
was
us
like
it.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
We were playing at a place called Two Fellows Eating Food that we shouldn't have been eating that late at night. and we just busted it out, and it was a super easy card game, trick-taking game, and it was just simple fun.
It reminded me of The Crew, but with a story, a better story. Yeah. I think the you're playing through the chapters of the book or whatever. I liked the art in it. I thought the art was very beautiful. And I liked the whole, like, who's got to end with the ring? Oh, Frodo's got to end with the ring. Okay, so we got to make sure he ends with the ring, and we give cards, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. Again, trick taking always goes back to The Crew for me, because I think that was the first one I really liked.
Yeah.
Before that, I was like, trick taking, this is dumb, and I really enjoyed that one. So they did come out with a new one, the Two Towers, and so that one works. And I heard it just kind of picks up where this one leaves off. So that's really awesome that it's on the list. I think it's a great another Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah. So those are our best Ameristyle games of 2025.
Yeah.
All right, Deon. It is easily your favorite category. It's where you live. You've built a home here, a high-rise overlooking the ocean known as the European Ocean.
No randomness.
This is...
Weather's always the same.
Every time you play. This is going to be the best Euro of 2025. So we're going to go through. Number 1 is going to be Speakeasy by Eagle Griffin Games. Number 2, Galileo Galilei by Capstone Games. Number 3, Galactic Cruise by Kinston Key Games, I'm sorry. Shackleton Base by Sorry, We Are French.
Way to apologize.
That's the best name. And Luthier by Paverson Games. I don't even feel like I need to talk. I just let you talk.
Oh, every single one of those are knockouts. Every single one is a great game. First of all, Eagle Griffin, done. Like the biggest problem with Speakeasy that I have is that it came out too late in the year. But it was such a great game. And I waited a week to play it. I had it in the store for a week, and I almost cried because I couldn't get because I was busy with everything else, and I couldn't get it to the table. Love the game. You want to learn how to play it, come by. I would be happy to.
Yeah, it only takes like an hour and a half to learn.
Ah, you played it with us.
I did play like an hour and a half to learn.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'll say this, behind the scenes, in case anybody knows Vital Lacerda, as a Christmas gift for Deon, I tried to reach out to
Did you really?
Vital Lacerda
to
try
awesome.
To set up a Tabletop Tales so we could learn more about him and interview him.
He was on the golf course, probably.
Just did not. I mean, he didn't get the message. We were number 6 out of the 5 people we responded to.
On his circle of friends, we were 6.
Number 6.
No.
We were not in the Fave 5.
No.
And so we're still waiting. So if anybody out there knows Lacerda, this is the biggest fan on earth.
Hands down. Speakeasy's next. And I'll tell you this next guy as well. Galileo Galilei.
He was important.
He is coming. No, I mean, not him, but the guy who made the game. Yeah. I'm having problems with his name right now. It's like Tom Hollick or something like that. To me, he is building his way to be the next Lacerda in my eyes, because his games he's not going as heavy, but they're still as thinky and as good. He did SETI, he did this one, he did Tea Garden, and every game that he puts out, you've got to try. He just did a new one, Aquarium. I haven't tried that one yet. I'm really excited to play it, but he put a new one out just recently. I'm very excited to play it, but that is a great game as well, Galileo Galilei. It's a really fun. You're playing as Galileo Galilei or one of the other gentlemen that are looking up at the sky. It has this really cool element where you're moving this the telescope, and you're picking the action and doing the action. And by looking up at the sky, you're kind of making the Inquisition mad, and so they're investigating you, so you have to handle that situation. And the art and the cards and all the cool stuff you're looking at is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. If you've not played the game, I highly recommend it as a Euro game for last year. It's a good middle heavy. I won't say it's heavy, but it's a good middleweight Euro that is really good.
Galactic Cruise was obviously on your most hyped list for last year going into the year, along with Speakeasy. So it sounds like that one, based on your experience and a lot of other people's experience, this for the first game from Kinston Key Games, it sounds like this game has really become a super successful game.
Well, it felt very Lacerda-y. Like it felt like Lacerda's first works, and I really enjoyed. And I think he had some hands on the like solo player mode or whatever in it, but I really enjoyed the simplicity of the worker placement, but how you could lay things down to make you utilize that ability to play. So you could put like a cog in the middle, and I could do something from this and something from this because I had a cog connecting them. And they could have really themed it. I like the fact that it was space, but they could have themed it as regular cruises, like Carnival Cruise. They could have went and got that IP and put it out there because it felt
Expansion.
exactly the same as you're building your ship, and then you're trying to figure out where you're going to advertise to get people to go and what people you have to advertise, and it's really good.
Now, one I did not get to play.
You didn't
but
play Shackleton Base?
I have not played Shackleton Base.
It's really good too.
And so I know that one has struck a real chord with you too.
It's one that it's the only one out of this list that I don't have a demo other than Luthier, I guess. So there's two of them in the list that I don't have a demo in the store to teach. Because they're harder to get my hands on. Shackleton Base is one of them. And it was one of the games that kind of snuck in that I wasn't expecting to enjoy as much as I did. And it was actually brought in. I sold it to a couple customers here. They brought it back. They let me play it after they learned it. And I really enjoyed it. And a lot of it is maybe because I was taught it and I didn't have to teach it like I normally do games. But it was a lot of fun. It's got a couple key elements. Endgame is huge that I really enjoyed. A little bit of card play.
There you are with that card play.
Card play, yeah.
Naughty.
Card play.
Luthier was one that we saw at Gamma last
we really
year.
liked
That
it.
was the first time we saw it with Paverson Games, and
It was decked out.
It was beautiful.
It
It
was
had the
decked
maestro
out.
stick, and he was waving in our faces, and I would have bought it right there if I could have. It looked absolutely fantastic, and it definitely followed through with a really strong gameplay in that one too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Luthier. I think it was up there. I won't badmouth it. It's obviously a really good Euro. It's on my list, so it's obviously a really good Euro game.
Not number 6, number 5.
Number 6. It is number 5 of the 5 Euro games.
And that is
for the Golden Meeple Awards.
So as a little palate cleanser from the 17-hour slugfest that are known as Euro games, we're going to go on to the 2025 Golden Meeple nominees for Best Casual Games. Our nominees are Huddle, a fantasy football game by Giggle Labs. Finspan by Stonemeyer Games. Magical Athlete by CMYK Games. Hot Streak by CMYK Games. And Fliptoons by Thunderworks Games. This is probably up my speed a little bit more for what I have time for in my life, Deon. And I can say with a high level of confidence, many of these games really strike a chord of simple, easy fun, easy to get to the table, easy to play with a younger audience, easy to play with a non-board game audience. That's what these are aimed at. That's what casual is all about is, hey, you don't want to, you've heard of Catan, right? Like this is a different type of board game. That's, to me, exactly what they are. So kicking it off, we have Huddle, which it was really interesting with this one because if you've watched any of our videos, we've documented very well the history. Dylan, Paul, with who invented Giggle Lab Games, actually flew up. We're still editing after several months. A incredibly awesome playthrough we did of Huddle. That'll be getting out eventually, and just so much fun. The core mechanic of Huddle is banter. It really is. It's making fun of each other, it's ripping on each other, and it's the kind of sports game that we've wanted for a long time.
Yeah, it's dice rolling with a theme. I mean, you're rolling dice against each other. It's not super strategic. You feel like you're being strategic because you're trying to build the best team you can build, but in reality, you're just trying to gather the most dice you can gather for your team. And it puts a sports theme on it, which I think is perfect. The characters' names are funny and good as you're trying to put, whoever it is as your quarterback. And you're arguing like Dallas doesn't have a 5-star quarterback. This game's broken, and it's just back and forth. And I think it is the banner, the talking, is what really makes this fun because you can pull this out with literally anybody. It's not that.
Yeah, Finspan. Deon, I didn't get a chance to play this one a whole lot. I was really excited about it with the fish theme. My son loves fishing. Unfortunately, we did not get this one to the table as much, but I know you really enjoyed this one.
Well, my kids especially, we homeschool and have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. And we play it a lot. And they really like looking at the different fish, the little facts on the bottom that says this one's in Australia and this one can, camouflage. And my daughter's like, look at the cool fish down here, like, cool. It's very relaxing, fun to play, and you're kind of doing your own thing, so there's not much interaction. It's very much solitaire. I'm not a huge fan of Wingspan, to be honest. I've never have. I was the guy that walked away from the table when they first announced it and go, that game's not going to do anything. And it become one of the best-selling games out. So I really, really, really enjoy Fenspan. It's very casual. It's very easy. It's very simple to pick up. Like I said, I play with my 7-year-old. It's very easy to pick up and play. Everybody I play it with enjoys the casual aspect of it. Yeah. Of like, I can't mess with you in any way. I can't roll. We're not really head to head, which is different from the next game we're going to talk about. But it's very relaxing and solitary. And I think Stonemaier did a great job with this one.
Well, and the two, I'm going to kind of just lump them together because they're literally made by the same company. And that's CMYK Games, who had... and this is where I wish there was better data in the industry so you could actually see things.
Guarantee everybody I follow on TikTok that are other stores, that's their number 1 and number 2 seller for
Magical Athlete and Hot Streak kind of came out of nowhere. Obviously, these two were just massive hits, only restricted by quantity available in stores. And I know you said that a lot of your fellow board game store owners were complaining like they didn't have enough, even if they got pallets of it.
Yeah, there was a couple of the people I follow that were like, oh, look at my palette of games of Magical Athlete. And I'm like, man, I was lucky to get 3 or 4 of them. And then the next day they're like, we sold out our palette. And I was like, is one day you're selling, I'm lucky to sell a case. You're selling a pallet of this stuff? Yeah. And because it was so popular in certain areas, and I think he's in the Pittsburgh area, so obviously he has a bigger crowd than Kalamazoo, Michigan. But Magical Athlete it's pretty simple. You are drafting racers, and there's 4 races, and so you're keeping 4 racers in hand. There's a little bit of strategy of which racer I'm going to play first based on what I've seen everybody else draft. So it's not complete luck, but it is dice rolling, and then you're racing against each other. So you're rolling a dice, and you have your own individual dice, which is nice. But you're rolling, and you're like, oh, I moved 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're like, oh, I moved 5. Wait, my guy trips your guy, haha, because I have legs or whatever it is that trips you. And it's a little bit, you flip the board over and it has a different track on it and you do it again. So that one's a pretty simplistic. Magical Athlete is very simple, very casual, very ha-ha game. Not my style of game at all when it comes to most of these casual games. But I've played it a lot, mainly with my children, but I've played it a lot here, even showing people the game, and they seem to really like it. So, and it sells like crazy. So it has got to be one of the top sellers. So we had to kind of add it to this list. And Hot Streak is another one. You're familiar with Hot Streak. You do your own version of Hot Streak.
I didn't even know Hot Streak was a thing. I actually do it with playing cards, and you line up cards on the side, flip face down, and then you take the 4 aces of each suit, and then you just flip card. Whatever suit the card you flip is, you move that horse forward. Every leg you get, you flip a card, and whichever one suit of the card, you move that horse back. And it's just real simple, and I do it with my son's friends, and I do it like a big announcer, and they love it. And
Hot Streak's very similar. They have silly things like that, silly cards you're playing, because you're betting on which ones you want to come in, and first and second, and so on. Yeah. So it's very, I called it a very simplistic version of Ready, Set, Bet, which I really enjoyed. Ready, Set, Bet. Yeah. I did. Hot Streak was it was really good. It was, like I said, if you look at the top selling games, it's going to be like 1 or 2.
Yeah, like
guarantee.
Only locked down by the limitation of inventory.
Yep.
And Flip Tunes by Thunderworks Games. This was kind of a big surprise for them. I know Jess at Thunderworks had kind of shown it to me originally. I want to say at Gen Con. Well, I think it was Gen Con that I think I saw it. And she was blown away at the fact that they could not keep inventory of this game. It was a huge success. I played it predominantly. I did get a copy of it, but I played it more on Board Game Arena just because it's a simple card flipper. You're trying to build up your army, if you will, of these magical creatures. You get perks by comboing them. And it's just kind of one of those games that... you can sit down, play for 5-10 minutes. They're pretty quick games. And like I said, this was a huge win for Thunderworks Games. So
yeah, and I like those guys. They're good guys.
Yep. So that is the best casual games of 2025.
Yes.
Every board game store has to make some scratch. And the best way to do it is give people scratch-off tickets known as trading card games.
Is that what that is?
That's the gambler's high, baby. So this is going to be the 5 nominees for Best Trading Card Game of the Year. And also collectible card games, but there's none on this list. Number 1 is going to be Riftbound by Riot Games. Number 2, Sorcery TCG Gothic by Eric's Caruso's Limited. Number 3, Magic Final Fantasy by Wizards of the Coast. Number 4, One Piece OP13 by Bandai. And number 5, Gundam by Bandai.
Hey,
A lot of
Bandai.
cards coming from Bandai.
Bandai's doing really good with what they're doing. I like what they're doing. Gundam's their own IP. They play pretty similar with some similarities, but Gundam I think stands out so much different than their other games.
Yeah.
Because you're taking and keeping damage. Gundam was very successful here in the store, and it's very successful around, from what I understand. Yeah. They just released their 3rd set, but their 1st set, of course, came out last year. So.
Correct, yeah. And it's actually, like, as we put this list together, I was just kind of thinking, like, we saw so many of these at Gamma.
Oh.
Like, I feel like most of my introduction to half of these games was at Gamma last year.
Most of them were like VTuber, or here's a cat card trading card game, and they just announced like a Pal World trading card game coming out there later in the year.
Why not?
So I mean, that's all nice, but I mean, realistically, the ones that I feel are the strongest and why they're on our list.
Yeah, Riftbound at the top.
Riftbound's the only new one that is like League of Legends that was just. I mean, you've got millions of players of League of Legends. You obviously have a client to push to. You've got, who your client is. They play your game.
Right.
And so you put really good art, which they are, really good card stock, which I can say Bandai's probably the best on the market. And you put those together and you got Riftbound. It's a really good, really good one. I don't know much about Gothic Sorcery TCG.
Sorcery TCG, honestly, Deon, I feel like you would like Sorcery of any of the games because it's the most board game-like TCG out there. It's a 20-spot grid. You've got your 2 avatars that you create decks around that have different abilities. Every grid has 3 levels: the void, the land, and then air. So you can actually like drown other heroes. You can drop bombs with huge nuclear weapons. The art is straight up 1990s Magic. Like, it's got that just gritty old style art. I can tell you there's never been a trading card game, and I've bought them all. There's never been a TCG that I thoroughly enjoy just pack opening more than Sorcery, because every piece of art, from every ordinary card all the way up to the uniques, which are the highest level, everyone I just could sit and look at them because the art is just stunning, and it's a really well done game. The biggest critique to them is that they only do 1 set every year, so that really has kind of hurt some of the competitive style to it, because unfortunately the game gets a little fatigued by the end of a cycle because the meta's kind of been figured out and nothing happens soon enough. So I think that's something they've kind of struggled with, and I know they're thinking about tinkering with that a little bit, but they really want to keep it a casual game. But I'll tell you what, a lot of their cards have a lot of value. So Magic.
Final Fantasy was massive. Like, Final Fantasy,
yeah, but
brought
Final Fantasy
Magic players out.
It didn't have the 1 ring.
You're right, but it brought players that I haven't seen in my store since I opened back to play Magic, because it was just it's a massive IP. They're a little upset with the Wizards lately, and I think a lot of people are, but it was a good set. It was a really good set.
Yeah.
And then One Piece OP13, we already talked a little bit about Bandai, but that was their 3rd anniversary set. And what I love about Bandai is they kind of know the market, especially more so as of late. Prices are going insane. There's like this major scalping going on with One Piece right now. And boxes are $350, 200, $350, $400, and it's ridiculous. So it's a horrible time to get into One Piece. But that set was a great set for last year.
Yeah, so a lot of strong contenders for best TCG. Nothing gets me more excited than hype. I'm hyped just thinking about hype, Deon.
Hype is hyped.
Hype is all about the hype. And that's what's going to bring us to the 2025 Golden Meeple Award for the most anticipated game of 2026. So here are the nominees. We have Avalon, The Riven Veil by Shadowborn Games. Number 2, The Great Library by Eagle Griffin Games.
You can't have this list without Lacerda on it, just so everybody's clear.
It's like no matter
as
what
long
it
as
is,
it keeps
it's gonna
releasing
be there.
games, this list will have
We'll
it.
have it. Brass Pittsburgh by Roxley Games. Pterodim, Gold and Steel
Who's
by
doing that
DGS Games and Brandon Burns.
Who?
Brandon Burns.
Oh,
Brandon Burns. We got a playthrough.
That sounds very anticipating.
Number 4, Battle Monsters by Restoration Games.
Oh yeah.
And number 5, Camp Grizzly by Trick or Treat Studios.
Hey.
All right, Deon. So I'll kind of kick us off because
Shoot.
this has been on
This is
my
like one of your
list.
big babies.
This is one. Yeah, I am a huge Oathsworn fan. I love everything about the quality of the game that Shadowborn did, especially with Oathsworn, I think, being their first game. And Avalon is more of an area control. It seems to me that it's a lot less about the story,
Yeah.
a lot more about area control, a little bit more of a normal board game. And the pieces look amazing. The art looks amazing. The second I saw it, I mean, it was literally like, just take it.
Like, here's my money.
Yeah, I'll just wait for 5 years until I get it.
Shadowborn's done a really good job with Oathsworn. I think they're a really good company.
Yeah. So that one, really excited about. Great library, of course, is Lacerda, so you know it's going to be on the list for Deon.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Bring me my great library.
Is there like a short answer of this, but is there a theme that he's working towards with all these games? Is it
Well, I like where he's been
European or-
lately. Has been very thematic. Like the Speakeasy is extremely thematic for him. And a lot of people complain like, well, Euros don't have good theme. I disagree. I think they have an amazing theme. The Great Library, what I've already read about it, I'm super excited about it. I hope they don't do kind of what they did with Inventions, because I wasn't a huge fan of Inventions. It's probably one of my less favorite of his, but I mean, it's a heavy Euro Eagle Griffin. What's cool about Lacerda games is you put it to the table, you play it once, and you're like, yeah, this is pretty good, but I feel like I don't understand it all the way. And then you play it again, and you're like, really good, but I still don't figure it out. And it takes you 15 playthroughs before you're like, I got this.
Yeah.
And then you have a strategy and you go in, you go, oh crap, I don't have any clue. So it's really good. It's one of those multiple plays. I'm excited to play. Anything Lacerda touches is going to be on my list. Sorry, guys. It's just the
Brass
negative.
Pittsburgh, you obviously know this. It's a huge legacy game
Oh, yeah.
in
Roxley
terms
was so
of some of
good,
the
too.
best games of all time with Birmingham, Lincolnshire, just even the core brass has a strong following from back in the day with Martin Wallace. So this obviously no surprise to be on this list. Pterodim, obviously this one's a little more local and close to the heart for us. Our former producer, single A producer, we fired him, replaced him with a cardboard box called AI Bot. Now AI probably could do it.
Probably.
But at the time it couldn't when we first started. And Brandon worked so hard on this game. It was supposed to be out last year, but got pushed into this year. So we do have a playthrough of Pterodim, one we're really excited
watch it. It is really good.
I was promised I was going to get mine autographed by Brandon.
Really? Well, I've already told DGS Games when they release, I want a case minimum, and I don't usually order direct cases but I'm so excited about this one. And if you like Dominion, I think you'll like this one. And the game, one of the games that's not on this list that it's on a lot of other people's lists for best games of the year, is that Moon Colony, whatever it is, done by the same guy who did Dominion. And so if you like that, I'm positive you would like Pterodim. Check it out. It's really good.
Yeah.
Check out our playthrough. It's really amazing.
Yep, absolutely. Battle Monsters, one that I've got my hands on at Origins and Gen Con, had an absolute blast. I've heard other people, I think some people have stolen my joke about them not being miniatures. But
No, they're not miniatures.
They're not miniatures. They're megagers. And they are absolutely fantastic. Had a ton of fun. The guys at Restoration Games are awesome.
Oh, love those guys. Josh is amazing over there. Love that dude. Really excited about this one. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
And number 5 is one that you have been super excited about.
I have been, because I played it years ago, and it's been like one of my, I won't say grail games, but it's one of the games that I always look out for if I go to like a garage sale or whatever. Hopefully somebody's getting rid of it type of thing. And they were never reprinting it. And I've always enjoyed it. I like the spooky season. I'm not a big like 1v all type of fan, but it's such a it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, a
So
lot of
to be
people
able
are
to play it again, I'm excited to be able to play it again, redone with new pieces, and get my hands on it, and have a demo in the store, and then also available on my shelves to purchase.
Yeah.
Super excited. So that one's I'm excited about.
So there you go, the most anticipated games of 2026. Now, this award is all about the body of work. It's a good thing that we're not judging our bodies
No, my body needs some work.
because it doesn't need some work.
My body needs a lot of work.
That's what happens with all these board games. You know,
That's
just sitting in a chair.
Sitting in a
Just be
chair.
running on treadmill. So let's get to the...
Oh, sorry, body of work.
I'm
Gotcha.
really depressed right now.
Yeah.
But this is the time to be excited about these companies. So these are the top 5 best publishers of 2025. Number 1 is going to be Stonemaier Games, with games such as Finspan, Wormspan Dragon Academy, Origin Story Vantage. Then we have Capstone Games, who had games like Galileo Galilei, Forestry, and the SETI expansion. CMYK Games, Hot Streak, Magical Athletes, Fruit Fight, and Quacks. Eagle Griffin Games, Speakeasy, House of Fido, Baseball Highlights. Basically Deon's love child. And number 5 is going to be Smirk and Dagger, with games such as A Place for All My Books, Enthroned, and This Game is Killer.
I mean, all of these guys, just congratulations to each and every one of you for putting together such a good presentation this year. And this isn't, the games that we named off isn't even your full library of amazingness that you've presented to wonderful game players like myself, who enjoy your work. Capstone, it just seems like they continue to be going in the right direction, continuously putting out games that are fun. Aquarium just came out. There was another one that Thomas Hollick just did that was it's a little simple card game with frogs. I can't remember the name of it, but it's really good. Great job there, Capstone. Stonemaier. Jamie is solid. What I love about Jamie, and this is kind of, he needs a pat on the back alone, he needs flowers. Because he will be like, next month, we're going to release Finspan. You're like, where did this come from? And he's like, yeah, and it's going to be pretty good too. You're like, what? Who in your inner circle doesn't leak games, right? Like,
Right, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It just seemed like out of nowhere, he just goes, we're going to drop this. Okay. And then he also understands the importance of working with retail, which I think all of these guys do, but especially Jamie is like, we want to get you a copy before anybody else can get it, let people play it, and then let us know how many you want of it. Oh my God, imagine that. My team gets to play it, the people in my building get to play it, the people I'm trying to sell it to get to play it, and then tell me, yeah, we're really excited about this.
Yeah.
He's that confident of his games. Most people are like, sell it, get as much money as we can, and hopefully people love it. His work mentality is amazing. So I can't say enough about Jamie. Anyway,
Yeah.
CMYK.
Well, and I'll say too, there are few people in the industry who I think give back more to the board game industry than Jamie Stegmaier. You know, I'll always be thankful to him. I mean, when we were literally like 3 months old, he came on our channel.
And watch the interview. It's a great interview.
It's a great interview. It had 66 views. So criminally underviewed, pathetically underviewed, and it's still relevant today because he walked through his whole story of how he became who he was, how he survived being a part-time publisher and a part-time nonprofit, how he invented viticulture, how he got it off the ground. We learned a lot of fun facts about him, and like I said, just the fact he did that, didn't have to. Like I said, I will always have a soft place in my heart for Jamie, just because he doesn't just make games. I can say this, like, he's a business person, but and you know, everybody always puts a little bit of a face on when they're in front of a camera. I mean, everybody to an extent does, but I think at the end of the day, I think there's just so much honesty to him about his love of the hobby. Like I said, I have a real soft spot. And so CMYK,
Yes.
Talk about
Moving
a company
on.
that came out of nowhere.
I didn't even, like, we were finding games and going, oh my God, they made this?
They made
Like,
this.
oh my God,
They
they
made
published
this.
this? Oh my God, they published that?
Yeah.
Fruit Fight, which was a redone, that was like a more in-your-face version of Flip 7. And they redid it. They put together a bunch of these, like, games that were all, they called it, I can't remember the collection name. It was like the Violet Collection or something like that. but it's really cute little boxes that look nice on your shelf, and good games, good solid games done by really good guys as well. But Quacks they redid.
Quacks, yeah.
The Magical Athlete and Hot Streak, man, they're rolling in the dough right now.
This is a
Oh my
good
God.
year. Good year is all I have
Good year
to say.
for them. They are probably right now wondering how to spend those hundreds of dollars. Anyway,
Eagle Griffin, you already talked
Eagle
about
Griffin,
them.
huge. But they did House of Fado this year, which is really good. They did Rococo. They redid another Rococo before the end of the year last year. They did the one that you were super excited about
Pitch
bringing
Car.
back in, Pitch Car, which was, you were super crazy about that one.
Bought a lot of it.
Yeah, you bought like the entire, it was like $450 for the entire set.
Don't say that if my wife watches
Oh,
this.
sorry, Miss McDowell. Apologize. McDonald. Speakeasy, obviously, can't talk enough of that. Eagle Griffin, in my eyes, is one of the best hidden publishers that not a whole lot of people know about. And Smirk and Dagger, Craig and the guys, oh my God. They show up to Grand Rapids and host a little thing in Grand Rapids. They show up in Kalamazoo and host a little thing. They go to like my individual distributors. I see them throughout the year. Great relationship with those guys. And I could approach them as a retailer and they understand how important, they stop by the shop. How important it is as a retailer. But man, the games they made, Enthroned, hidden game of the year, 2-player. They did Place for All My Books, which, I mean, they have a massive deal right now with Barnes and Nobles. And I don't usually carry anything that Barnes and Nobles, but I had Smirk and Dagger. I had to carry it. Amazing, great game last year. And this game is killer. They did a redo of that one, which is a lot of fun if you're into that. So they do a little bit of good party games, some good some heavier games. They're really good. They're not super heavy Euros, but they're a lot of fun. Smirk and Dagger and Craig and the guys are amazing. I think every single one of those are
Be interesting to see who wins this
top
one.
notch.
Now we go on to the granddaddy of them all, the prize that everybody is going to leave in their memoirs of their life that they won. The one that they're going to put on their gravestone one day.
Yeah, we were a Golden Meeple Award. See it on boxes coming soon. I don't know.
We
That'd be
should.
pretty awesome.
We should.
Yeah,
They should be on boxes.
Who's these other award people?
Right. Their awards aren't as cool as ours. I've
No
seen
way.
the Dice Tower one. It's neat. It ain't no Golden Meeple.
No Golden Meeple.
So let's get to the top games of 2025, according to us.
According to us.
Number 1 is going to be Galilee by Capstone Games. Number 2, Speakeasy by Eagle Griffin Games. Number 3, Galactic Cruise by Kennison Key Games. Number 4, Vantage by Stonemeyer Games. Number 5, Huddle, a fantasy football game by Giggle Labs. And number 6, Aridia, the Paths We Dare Tread by Far Off Games.
You know, we had a lot of fun playing games this past year. A lot of fun games came out. I would have to say these 5 are some of the fun 6 that we had, the 6 that we had the most fun with. And we fought back and forth on this list because there was other ones that kept sneaking in that we really enjoyed to call it Game of the Year, the best game of 2025. And if you haven't played any one of these 6s, you will have fun with either one of these that you pick. Absolutely fun and amazing games.
Yeah. The hard part, I think, sometimes when you do these kind of lists, when it comes to like what is the best game of the year, I think it sometimes gets into a struggle because we've debated this, off camera of what makes it a game of the year. Is it the fun that you have? Is it the complexity of how hard it is to make something unique and different? Is it the art and design? There's so many avenues that you could go with the idea of what makes a game truly the best game that came out that year.
And I think it's a combine of all of those. Like it's, to me, it has to have unique mechanics. It has to have something that made me go, ooh, I really enjoyed playing this, and it can get to the table. It didn't break my table, even though I got it to the table 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 times. It didn't feel like, oh, we're going to play that game again. So for me, Game of the Year, when we vote on it, is going to be that game. That game that wins is going to be the game that brought the fun, brought the pieces, brought the design, brought the development, and brought the fact that if you say, hey, Deon, let's play this game, I would be like, yep, bring it to the table. Let's go right now. Let me teach this game to you.
Exactly. And I think you know, we kind of have seen a lot of other channels like Best of 2025. I feel that we've pretty much seen most of these represented on those channels. And for us, it was important to make sure that different types of games were represented because, again, different things could generate that excitement of like, this was my best. Like I said, it might just be for one person more of a casual experience. For one person, it might be, wow, I can't believe they fit all of these different theories and ideas and ways that I can play this game into a single game. And so I think our list really encompasses the light range casual game all the way up to the very heavy thinky Euro style. So now it's up to Deon and I to go ahead and figure out who we think is going to be the Golden Meeple Award winners for each category. It's something that we look forward to every year. We're excited to bring this to you, but we also want to hear from you. As we said at the beginning of the video, please make sure that you click on the link that I provided and go make your voice heard, because we are going to make sure that the community is represented.
Absolutely.
So take 5 minutes, 2 minutes even, click through, let us know who your best games are. And of course, in the comments below, you know, tell us if we missed any. Tell us what games you felt like you would have added to our list. You know, let us know what games maybe we should check out if it's most anticipated game of 2026. But just make sure that your voice is heard. Let us know what you think. And with that, of course, you know, we'd be remiss if we didn't say like and subscribe. We are marching towards 1,000 in the year 2026. We really hope to be able to hit it there. We, thanks to all of you, we were able to become partnered on YouTube this past year, and it means the absolute world to us. And we hope to keep building on it as we enter 2026. So thank you to all of you for doing it, and for those of you who are not subscribed, we'd love the opportunity to earn your business. So with that said, we're going to wrap up. Deon, anything you want to say to everybody?
We'll see a lot of these guys at Gamma, so we're excited to present you with the award when we present you at Gamma. You'll learn when we learn.
That's right.
So,
yeah, all right. Well,
excited.
with that, we'll go ahead and sign off, and we're looking forward to the Gold Meeples. And with that, champions never
stop
playing.
Hey.
Welcome to the
Good night,
Golden
everybody.
Meeples, champions of tabletop. Let the games begin! To legends of the game.